Okay, so here is the final setup, at least for this green screen area over here. I was trying to find a way to get the mic really close to me so I don't have to crank the gain all the way up, because it can just pick up, the simplest of noises, background noises. So I was trying to find a good way to maybe get this mic centered, so I'm going to try something else here. We're going to turn the mic that way. We're going to take it down like this. And that way, it should let us. There we go. I'd say that that's probably pretty good, right? Is the top of my head getting cut off? That's what I'm kind of hoping that that's not the case. All right, so welcome. This is just a little test run video. I don't really have the lighting I normally would set up, but thanks to KineMaster, an editing app on Android, and I do believe iPhone, pay the $5 a month, and you can get really good, without any ads and anything, you can get really good green screen. This is all done from an Android phone. I'm plugging in an external microphone. I'm uploading 2 video files into KineMaster. It can handle a lot more than that. I'm able to edit everything from the audio and the video and easily do chroma key, which is green screen. This is just a green blanket behind me. So, just a green blanket. You can paint your wall with green or blue. You can really choose any color you want. You typically want to find something that's bright, that stands out, and that's generally a different color from what you're wearing. So right now, I'm going to turn the gain up just a little bit more. And typically, if I was going to be doing a video, well, get the earbuds out of the way. The whole point is to try to get the wire completely not being seen here. Alright, so the wire should be nice and hidden. I should be hopefully not getting cut off at the top of my head here. If I am getting cut off, well, maybe we could try to lower it down just a little bit more. But if I'm down this far, hopefully the whole point is to be able to get close to the mic so that the audio is nice and clear. The lighting should be nice and bright. This is just a green blanket that I set up on my wall, tacked it in, and adjusted the mic. So I also figured it out last night. My Roku has this screensaver mode, and one of the screensavers you can choose is an all bright, just plain green color that you can turn the brightness up on. So I'm hoping to also run a test run with that. I should be able to use it as green screen and not even need the lighting. The whole point of really wanting the lighting is you need to lighten up the color behind you. Now, KineMaster doesn't seem to have a lot of problems. I guess some editing software would have problems. You don't want any shadows if you're ever trying to do green screen. But if you ever do want to use green screen in any of your videos, then you can, basically what you want to do is you want to upload the photo or the video first. So you want to pick that as your first file, whatever you want on the screen behind you. And then you upload your self or whatever. I'm wondering if I can even clone myself on the screen at the same time. I think I should be able to. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. Yeah. So, basically, if we were going to do something like that, you'd probably want to stay over to the side and, you'd want to put the cloned version of you with a regular background behind you wherever, you would whatever room or setting you be talking to yourself in, and then record that separately and try to answer your own questions, and or like maybe have like a script and write down the answers that you're saying. Or you could always record it, play it in the background so that you have something to respond to, and then maybe kind of talk a little more fluently or whatever with it. But you want to make sure that you're timing it out right, and all that stuff. So I was pretty thirsty. No soda, no candy so far for like 5 days now. I haven't went completely 100% sugar-free, obviously, with Gatorade, but man, I went to Walmart tonight to grab a few things to eat, and I really don't like walking past the candy and stuff. I actually did grab a bag for about 20 seconds, and then, well, my intuition was really telling me no, you know. So I put it back. There's just coming. It's just the time. I'm just like, I really need to change as much stuff as I can and try to make better routines and better just willpower and work ethic. I get so in my head about stuff. It's just, and sometimes, doing the whole looking into the readings or astrology can encourage me, but it can also make me feel kind of stuck too. Anyway, I'm hoping that I don't screw this moment in time up, because I do know that this moment here, let's just say from now till the end of the year, is kind of like my second chance moment. This energy has rolled around once before, and that's when I was in Troy, and I let the really good energy kind of pass me by. And it's really telling me that I just need to go all out and put in the work and like put the effort in. And big thing is, I don't feel like doing videos throughout the day. I just don't. Like today, I had quite a bit of time where there was nobody really here, downstairs at least, and where I could be loud, or where I could just kind of feel free, I guess, to talk about whatever, or just, I don't know. There's something about the fact that especially if I'm doing music or whatever, like I just feel like if other people in the other room can hear me, I don't know what it is. It just makes me feel like, just stuck in how freely I express myself, or how loud. I don't know. It's best when you can really have complete 100% privacy. I mean, I know it's going to be seen. It's not like I'm saying anything or doing anything that I'm worried about. I'm just saying I like to be able to I guess making videos is kind of, well, at least according to most people that I've been around and lived with, and, not a lot of people do this kind of thing. So I just get in my head about it, and I need to stop doing that. And I just feel like creating late nights, and I don't really want to keep people up or annoy people. But today, like I said, I had probably 4 or 5 hours of time that I was completely, but those were the first third of my day where I just didn't have any energy or felt like doing anything like that. I'm really trying not to doubt myself. I'm really trying to not be my own worst enemy. I guess it's been hard for me to process the last, 5 years of life, and I just don't necessarily know exactly what kind of destination I want to reach. I know that sitting there wondering, well, I've got like 5 ideas that I want to do. So which idea would be the most beneficial, or which one's going to maybe, get me further ahead than the other ones? And when you sit there and you're trying to weigh up the pros and cons of everything, and you just don't do anything, or you kind of like do one thing but you're unsure of it because you're like, well, maybe I should have done the other thing. I just know that my messages, universe is telling me a lot. I mean, this has been obviously something that it's been saying, but it's really, really saying it as far as like now till the end of the year that I really need to believe in the impossible and believe that I will succeed, and that I need to put my full effort into my talents and not just like 50% of, the job I could do. I need to treat it like a real job. I desperately would like to change up how I make money. I need to do, considering also just with what I'm going through with my health, I really would like to figure out a way to work from home and make enough money to pay for it out here. It's kind of unfair a little bit, the situation that I have to be in. On one hand, if I go to the job that I have, which is the best paying gig I've ever had, it's making my health worse. It's making it just worse. I don't want to go into detail as to how or why, but it is very, very difficult. But at the same time, I couldn't make it if I don't go there. And to do something like this from home is obviously not going to just immediately take hold overnight. But it's kind of like super important that I figure out a way to try to work remotely or work from home or work. I mean, I obviously can't just change that right now, but it needs changed. And I don't really know how to just make that happen. I don't know how I can make a project or just an idea happen overnight that would replace my income on a permanent basis and not just like a one-time thing. But it is, I do like my job, and I do, at all the restaurants I've ever worked at, I really enjoy this place. It has nothing to do with anything really negative about the place itself. It has to do with my situation with my health. It's really, really hard on my situation when I go into work. So I don't really know what to do or how to handle it. All of my guidance has said to just stick with my reading channel, do some of these acting auditions and just try them instead of missing my appointments or whatever. I have another one on Tuesday, and I'm going to definitely attempt to do it. I need to actually have an acting monologue or like a small 1.5 minute worth of a script memorized. So that's something I need to work on too. What was the third thing? Just to focus on the local ideas and, doing music and stuff. Maybe, but I need to write like my own stuff and try to do something different. Don't just play cover songs, obviously. Passion Prime Philosophy, that channel, my main channel, it's really more of like, that's just kind of, it's an experimental channel right now. I don't even necessarily know exactly what I want to do with it. I'm just kind of talking about anything and everything. A lot of my life and my thoughts are consumed up by how to make me happier, more fulfilled, how to get me healthier, happier, connecting with people more, feeling like I'm moving towards a purpose. And, whereas I would normally be looking into, like movie stuff or news stuff or things that don't have to do with me personally, or I could talk about other subjects, maybe like political news and stuff like that. But I've got so much focus on my own life and just me. The only thing I can really think about or talk about is what I'm going through. And obviously that's, and so I'm kind of at a point. I'm really trying not to doubt myself, but the fact of the matter is that I have really been in my head for a very long time, and with what I've gone through, it's really kind of fucked me up, and it's really hard for me to kind of get that energy like I had. I've watched a lot of video content from before this stupid condition of mine happened, and I just totally different person. I can't seem to pull back and get that lightheartedness, jokey, goofy, fun guy back very often, which that's not going to be very interesting. I would like to try to help people going through something similar, but it is a rare thing. There's maybe a couple thousand people I've seen that seem to be looking for answers to the same problem, but I was making videos about this subject before because I felt like I got nothing. I mean, I was so distraught and felt so defeated from how bad it was in its worst of its time. I just talked about it publicly because I felt like I was going to probably just be dead or I just going to be run out of time anyway. So I was like, well, might as well just go ahead and try to find some answers, try to help somebody. And those videos had over 1,000 views and I took them down. So I would like to help people with it, but at the same time, I don't even want to talk about it really anymore. But at the same time, it's everything as to what's changed me and what's taking up my thoughts, what's bringing negative emotions. It's the only really major thing that in life right now that makes me not enjoy life. And everything else is great, but this one damn thing, it's been all consuming. It's really hard for me to see the beauty in things very often. I do, and I have gratitude, but I don't really know how to move forward now, So I just I do want to leave the past behind. I want to move forward. I want to quit identifying with my past. I want to learn my lessons. I want to stop repeating cycles. I want to break my unbreakable habits. I guess part of it is I feel like I won't be good enough if I don't have some kind of mood booster of some type. Like if I didn't have anything at all, no vices whatsoever, I feel like I would be a complete, just total lame. Would never have a single word to say. And that's a fear I'm just trying to move beyond. It's been kind of a tough week. I've been extremely tired, sleeping a lot. I've been cutting out sugar and soda. And soda I really liked mostly because it helped my stomach feel better. So that's been kind of hard because it just helps me eat and it helps my stomach, I guess, settle for the day when I get up and stuff. Been smoking like 2, 3 at the most in a 24-hour period. Last like 5-6 days now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to like feel passionate again. I want to feel motivated. I feel very hopeful and optimistic as to what is possible. I feel like if I could just somehow say the right, it's just I'm not communicating very well. It's very difficult for my brain to work the way that I know that it can work. But without like those energy supplements, I feel half retarded many times. I just don't feel like I can communicate. But then when I take those things, I feel like on another level of what I have in my potential. And I'm like, well, I know it's all there. I obviously see it many times come out, but it doesn't come out very often. And it's very frustrating. And without any kind of medication or any kind of chemical dependency on something, I don't even know how I could come close to really having the energy that it would take to sell myself and to get clientele and to create opportunities. I know it's within me. I know it's there, but it is increasingly becoming more difficult to pull that out. And I just know that I'm at a place right now. I desperately need to change the way I make money. Like, I need to change it like yesterday. It's really bad on my health to go to my job. Again, I don't want to go into detail as to why, but it is really, really bad. Like, really bad. And I don't know what to do about it. I've got to find a way to figure out a way to work from home somehow. And I need to make it happen, like, now. But the universe wants to bless me with this good fortune, good luck if I just put the effort in. But you can't just let me win the lottery or win a scratch-off ticket or something, or just saying if I just put my effort into my projects that they're going to work, like, for sure. And if I don't do it, then I'm going to regret that I wasted this time. And it's like my second chance. And it's like the universe is saying, like, you're destined to be a teacher, a leader, a creator, an artist, but you got to believe in yourself and you got to put the work into it and you just got to go for it and don't hold back anymore. I would love to do that every minute of every day. But when I literally feel like I can't do it, like I'm incapable of actually making it and creating it in a I don't need it to be perfect, but just to make it interesting. If I'm really tired and feeling really sluggish and my body's feeling really tight and tense, and I mean, how can I really do this, And without anything to put into my body to make me feel better, well, then I'm like really wondering, how do I do this? How do I do this with no medication, staying completely sober, laying off sugar, trying not to take supplements? I mean, it's really difficult to bring out. And so I'm just trying to find, there's no magic bullet. There's no miracle thing I can do. I do pray for healing. I pray for alignment and just to be healthy and happy, optimistic and passionate. But at the end of the day, it's such a struggle to bring out the creativity in me. It's there. I wish I felt like doing it all day, every day. When I do feel like, when I take those energy supplements and I feel very sociable, very motivated, I do easily make a 3-hour video and can keep talking the whole time. I love it when I have that energy. I wish I was motivated like that to do shit like that all day, every day. And when I get in that energy, I try to take full advantage of it. Sometimes I'll even stay up all night because the energy's staying with me. I know it doesn't come around very often, so I'll push myself to the max in those moments. So don't really have a very good balance in life. I don't really know the solution. Right now, I don't want any meds or anything to make me function properly. But if I ever want to do anything, right now the job I have is not bringing in retirement, is not doing any kind of investment. It's not doing anything in the long term besides Social Security. It's not moving me ahead anything. It's just same old thing every day, giving you the same amount of money, not really working towards a higher goal. It's not leaving any legacy for me. It's not leaving anything behind that puts my stamp on the world. It's not really helping people that much. It's nothing that's teaching anyone anything. I need to change my source of income. I definitely don't want to be a charity case. I don't want to ask people to help me. I don't want to be in a low income situation where I need benefits from the state and stuff. I need to make money doing something that I enjoy, that I'm passionate about, that I feel like is moving me towards something that is fulfilling and that pays me enough money to take care of the things I have to take care of. The job I have right now really needs to be replaced. Even though I don't want it to be, really. It's not like I dislike the job in any way. It's just with what I'm dealing with right now, which is not an easy situation. I can't get disability or anything. It's not as easy as that. And one day I will talk about it, but basically it's like super important that I figure out somehow, some way to replace my income and try to work from home. Even if I worked for another business, if I could work from, my phone or the computer from home or answer phone calls on my cell or something, that's a possibility, but I don't see it replacing the money I make now, which is what I need to make in order to have enough to live here. I mean, my rent's like $850 a month, so if I don't make that in a week, then it's probably cost too much. You know what I'm saying? And many jobs, even ones that start you out at $20 an hour, do not pay you that much money a week. So, but it's really, really important that I figure out a way to try to work from home right now. I already took a week off. The week is over, which ended quicker than I thought it would. And really needed like another week or even two. I mean, I need like 2-3 months, probably. But can't do that either.
But yep, pretty much my eye is definitely fucked. And it hurts pretty bad, but hey, I'm still grateful, still thankful for what God's done and all that stuff. And I'm lucky to be able to turn this around.